Hello and welcome back to Mr. Spectre. Today we're gonna take a look at Project Gutenberg, a 2018 Hong Kong Chinese action film, and oh boy the ending. You're gonna love it. So buckle up, be careful of the fake bills and let's begin. In a prison in Thailand, a man took paint from a wall and liquefied it into ink. He meticulously drew fine lines, and created a stamp that looked exactly like the real thing. After the letter, Hong Kong police extradited Lee Man back to his home country. The criminal organization that Lee Man participated in only has two people left, Lee Man and Painter. The police could not find any information about Painter. This man is a ghost. They had to ask for help from Lee Man. He got a panic attack when thinking about Painter's danger, and refused to give any information. Lee Man chased after him to apologize on behalf of Yuan Man. Surprisingly, Painter explained that he had come here to find Lee Man, because he had bought a fake work by Lee Man. Lee Man excitedly explained his logic in copying the paintings. Painter was so impressed with Lee Man, he said that Lee Man's greatest talent was copying. Painter suggested Lee Man to give his talent a chance to shine, and left him with his number. Lee Man returned to the gallery. All the paintings were sold except for his own. He said he wanted to give up. Yuan accidentally lashes out that Lee can only make counterfeits if he did. Lee Man just smiled, then lit his painting on fire and turned to leave. Lee went to see Painter. He immediately told Lee the task. Lee would replicate a $100 bill. He refused because he didn't want to break the law, making it even more difficult to print by machine. This is exactly why Painter needs Lee Man's help. Lee was then introduced to members who would be in charge of other aspects of the organization. Lee started to create the prototype. Every line he drew was 100% like real money, and soon later the prototype was completed. But in order to produce them in large quantities, they still lacked two important ingredients. It is starch-free paper and color-changing ink. Starch-free paper is a type of paper that Painter pretends to be an educational charity owner, who comes here to buy paper to draw comics for Africa children. Their plan was successful and they bought 5 tons of paper. The next thing they need is color-changing ink, which is too expensive to make on their own. So they only have one solution. Before Lee unknowingly started the ink robbery with Painter, he learned that Yuan Man's career was brighter than ever. Painter is determined to help Lee win Yuan back, but Lee wants to forget about her and shuts her out of his criminal life. They then staged a robbery and injured a few police officers. In rage of getting shot, Painter blew the police car up. They got 2 barrels of color-changing ink. Frightened by Painter's ruthlessness, Lee Man wanted to withdraw from the organization, but Painter did not allow that to happen. Lee Man tried to run away from the crossfire. He found a woman trapped and decided to save her. After completely destroying this barracks, they left. The woman who was saved was named Sao Ching, but because her face injuries were so severe, she had to have plastic surgery. Sao Ching then fell under the care of Lee Man. Their business of selling counterfeit money is getting better and better. They received a big order, and the client made an attractive offer. Painter felt there was something wrong with this client, so he rescheduled their meeting on the boat. It turns out that he is an undercover cop. He found their illegal activity thanks to Ing Yam, Painter's assistant who used fake money to buy antiques in his shop. This violates their rules. Painter appeared. Despite Ing Yam's pleas, he killed Ing Yam and then knocked Lee Man unconscious. They then burned their factory to destroy all evidence. Lee Man woke up when they were dealing with the undercover cop. Lee was asked to open a box with a gun inside, but he hesitated. The cop knows he's exposed and tries to resist and Painter kills him. Then he opened the room. Yuan Man and her fiancé were lying on the bed. Painter wants Lee Man to kill his girlfriend's fiancé, so he and Yuan can be together. Lee Man, Painter is probably still alive because the police have never found his body. Sao Ching had always kept these articles hidden from Lee. He knew he couldn't hide anymore, so he decided to go find Painter. But the fake banknote that Lee Man used was quickly discovered by Thai police, and he was imprisoned in Thailand. Before getting into the car, he saw Painter waving to him with a magazine about Yuan. Lee Man agreed to depict Painter's face and the police had a basic sketch. Lee Man was released under supervision with Yuan. There was something different about him after returning home. He became more aggressive than the timid person in the story. Walking into the police station, she informed her colleagues and they ambushed him. What is Painter up to in the police department? They caught him before anything happened. The strange thing is that this is actually a registered cop. The police realized that they had been played by Lee. It is revealed that while Lee's recount is mostly accurate, the Painter is fabricated and Lee himself was Painter all along. 2 of the partners betrayed Lee for Sao Ching. In a crossfire, Yuan Man's fiancé was shot and killed. Then Lee Man kills the one who didn't betray him to save Sao Ching. Sao Ching had feelings for Lee, but Lee only used her as a replacement for Yuan Man. So she turned Lee over to the Thai police. While in prison, Lee wrote to Sao Ching for forgiveness and help with his escape. The 2 of them are now fleeing by boat. They're out of Hong Kong sea territory. That was Project Gutenberg. What do you think of the ending? Is there a way for Yuan Man to be something more? Subscribe and I will see you in the next one.